time has come, we will stand together stronger than we've ever done. And like the sun, we will rise at dawn and never stop until we've won. The time has come, we will rise like the sun and we'll never run. And we will fight, fight till we won. We will bite, we will smite all through the night. We'll never sleep, never rest. Put the faith to the test, the self-obsessed, self-confessed, self-professed, divinity, nobility. Your God is a fraud, so stop. We're done with the violence and the fury and the cruelty. I said we're done. We will win the war, we'll win the fight, the end's inside. All you see in us is barbarian, but all we want is to be equalitarian. And we will rock, we will never stop, standing on the top of the hilltop, and we will mock viciously, capriciously. We're tired of assault and the bigotry. You seem so full of wit and chivalry, but when we knock at your door, you'll break. We're done. We have fire in our veins and we will break.
Welcome back to the Rapid Riders, our long-form campaign, or one of our long-form campaigns here at Fumble, folks. I am Sam, I'm your Dungeon Master, and with me, as always, are my Rapid Riders here out on the open, or nearly out in the open. But I will let them introduce themselves to you, starting off, if they are ready, with Bree.
Yes, hi, I'm Bree, and I'm playing Diana, the Sun Elf, Bard of Eloquence, / Divination Wizard. I almost said Blade Singer. I am not that anymore. Okay. Yay! That's it. I don't know what else to say.
Cool. And we also have Ben.
Hi, I'm Ben. I play Zeke Boondiggles, the half gnome, half dwarf, half monk, half warlock. Slightly less depressy boy, more paranoid right now, because there's a ghost man on the ship.
There's multiple ghost people on the ship.
Yeah, but there's a new ghost man on the ship, and 14 is currently already enough. Thank you, Mister.
But he's not coming from you. Oh my gosh!
Too many ghosts.
I mean, if he's lucky, he can come to me later. But
no. Nope.
Moving so swiftly onwards with Doran.
Hi, I'm Doran. I play Halibut Tyree, everyone's favourite human noble to hate.
No one's favourite. Literally no one. Literally no one's favourite.
Listen,
Everyone's favourite noble.
Everyone's favourite noble to hate.
I don't think so.
Listen, Grant told me this.
No.
Told me this.
Look,
isn't Osnan a noble?
Yeah, I guess the Emperor is.
Yeah, not even.
He's just here. Right here.
And then there's Doran.
Move on. I had a whole thing.
I'm sorry. Can you carry on, please?
Just go.
Fair enough.
I think you underestimate how much we dislike your character. I mean, no.
Oh look, it's exactly the same effect as when Halibut's on screen.
Hey Seb, help me out.
Sure. Hi, I'm Seb.
Traitor.
I played.
Immediately it's gone.
I play taxes. Once the only human of the group, was also once the only rogue of the group, but now is the rogue/way disguised monk of the group. That's it. Can't say anything else.
And we also have last but not
Got a
least,
new iPad.
got a new iPad.
Wow.
Phil,
First
Wait,
time with this character. Very cool, bud.
Is this your new eye patch or is it his new eye patch?
He's got the same eye patch, I guess.
I hate it!
Phil.
Hi, I'm a Phil. I am playing Dunstan Dewey Fairfoot.
So
Is
warm.
part halfling, part elf, mostly ranger, with a bit of rogue for the scout thrown in for seasoning. He is a swarm keeper, so he has a host of little animals that come and help him out and make him useful. And yeah, wholesome boy is the only one in the group who is giving our new character half a chance. But that might come back to bite them all.
I was, and then I found out he was a ghost.
Half a chance,
ghost?
yeah.
Wow.
My brother's a ghost.
Ghost Jason.
We should probably
Have some
explain,
fun.
seeing we bloody
No.
Canada.
talked all over
Sorry. Sorry, Sam. Go. Go for Sam.
No.
Last session. We had a conversation between Taxes and Halibut over a game of chess, where Taxes learned, Halibut told Taxes about their brother, the ghost of their brother, still with them, and allows them to change places somewhat. Really, we were never truly trapped here. There was a emergency meeting called, where Taxes held under captain chambers. Everybody was informed. The idea was to keep a close watch, which Zephyn did. After a quick prayer to Ivan, feeling that the ghosts are close to being completely filled now, the ones that have been following him. Not many of them that haven't been satisfied by the actions to the point where they have accomplished truly something of what they wanted to do still on this. Then, Wacko Wanda was left to look after the watch along with Scar and Milo. We started a new day up on the ship, where conversations were had about who can we trust and why. When the Captain Blake decided to take things up a notch by interrogating Halibut directly about the magic item that they were found with it's revealed to be a robe of useful things, or useful items.
Robe of useful accessories. We changed the name.
Useful accessories. Upon which you
Sorry.
found scrolls of magic, as well as many things you can pull out of this. Which revealed, they definitely had magic in their ancestry. And they did not seem to be fazed by that and seemed quite happy with that, which may have earned some points towards their favour. Followed by Identify spell being cast in general, as well as a ritual disguise self spell that was shared using our magic system. So that the majority of people disguise themselves as Dagwen, Halibut's bodyguard, apart from Dewey, who I believe became a tiny Halite.
Yeah.
As Dagwen herself became a younger version of herself. Revealed that yes, she had a breath weapon of sorts. Does not get to use it very often. And just a little bit of slight hint of mirth in the tense couple of days that it's been on the ship between captors and captive. But it is now, I believe, midday, we were saying, on this 9th of Aenor. That tonight, you can see the cliffs either side of you now. You know you are sort of past the forking point where you are on that delta, the island that has the ruins to your left, and the mainland of Colovia to your right. By tonight, you're expecting to see the ocean. The Great Western Ocean.
Wow.
Is the idea. Late evening. And then there'll be a day of traveling on the ocean. Yeah. Anybody want to pick up from there? Go for it. Yeah.
Yeah. So the next thing I wanted to do, and he agreed, was to do identify on halibut.
You set up your ritual. What does it look like? Is there just a spell component you're casting it with? Is there a circle? Describe me the ritual.
Yeah, so there's kind of like already a circle, so I'm gonna just like cross out, not cross them out, but like replace some of the things in that circle, and I'm gonna ask Halibut to sit in the middle of the circle. It's a small circle, and I need to. I actually don't know if you need to touch the thing.
What will this entail exactly? What will you find out?
I'll just find out a load of stuff about you.
What? Like find out what
Not a
makes
load of
you
stuff.
dispel our DM.
Yeah.
Someone back.
Oh, so yeah. So this spell, I guess I could find out if you have any magical effects put on you, like if you're charmed or if you're under some kind of spell that will maybe make you come here and do these things and
Right, okay.
that kind of
So
thing.
It's purely magical. In sense.
Yes.
Will it hurt?
Oh no, I don't think so.
Okay.
But I don't know.
Very well. Hal sits down. Yes, just inform to me what I need to do, and I will do it.
Just sit there, stay still, I guess. Yeah.
Very well, very well.
Oh yeah, you have to touch it. Sorry, I have to touch you for 10 minutes. 11 minutes.
He just holds out his hand awkwardly.
I touch it. It's a no.
They're very soft.
They are soft, which makes me hate
not,
you some more.
They're not soft whatsoever.
They're not.
They're
They wouldn't be soft.
You've just been
they
like
are
burnt with a
pellet stuff.
rope and stuff. So.
Oh yeah.
But even before then, you can feel the calluses. You can feel very
Working
rusty.
hands.
These are
Interesting.
Not hands.
These are not noble hands. I don't like it.
These are not idle hands.
You
I still hate it.
complete the ritual on casting this on Halibut as a person.
What does this do?
You in terms of a DM describing it, I would say it feels like a little bit of chill and sort of like hairs in the back of your neck go up. Almost feel like you feel suddenly warm, and then that warmth is suddenly taken back away. So something is going through you and washing back, and that is what is being read, if that makes sense. Magic is being put into you and put out to see what is picked up.
Feels exposed.
You learn that there are no spells currently being cast on Halibut Tyrant. Else is on the identify thing. This is specifically on him as well. Ilya, identify. You touch. What spells of any region? So you don't learn that any. You don't learn that any spells are being cast on him.
Mm-hmm.
But what you do pick up, as you pull the magic back towards you, there is a hint of. And this doesn't work like a detect magic where it tells you the school and that kind of thing. But what you get back, it doesn't feel like arcane magic. It feels more like a divine sort of magic is affecting them. You know it's not a spell. You know it would specifically trigger and how it would trigger if it was a spell. That's not been done. Make an Arcana check to see if you can figure out a little bit more of this.
Hmm. 13.
I would say you would get the impression no spell is currently being cast or currently affecting them. It's almost like less a spell, more a ritual may have affected them in the past, and the effects of that are still present. And I think that's all you would be able to get. I think that's fair.
Yeah.
I get a nod from Halibut.
Did you get anything?
Well, you're not affected by any spells, so that's good.
That's good. Yes.
It's maybe a slight hint of magic though, but you told us that. So.
Yes.
What kind?
I'm not quite sure. I'm not educated in the magical arts, so I don't know what kind of magic. I know there is creation magic, that conjuration. I know that's magic.
Yeah, like your coat.
Exactly. That's one of the reasons why I know about it. But even as a noble, we don't have the resources openly to get this information. We can't openly buy it, obviously. In the vault, there was some notes from my ancestor, but they didn't really go over any teachings of magic, so I don't really quite know about what particular magic resides inside of me.
Alright. Okay. Be interesting to see what you could do with it.
I can give a demonstration, I suppose.
Sure.
Very well. I will require something sharp. That's alright.
I got a dagger. I got a dagger on me.
That'll work. Goes for it.
Yeah, just like that hint of. Yeah.
And just slices his finger, and you see drops of blood start dripping down. But then you see this red and black mist come out of the finger, and you see flecks of golden light in the red mist. Alright, here we go. And then you see the gold light flash for a second as they get pulled out, and they fly towards the dagger that he's holding. And the dagger turns golden, and starts shimmering and electrifying like lightning starts bouncing across the blade. Yeah, that's the main thing I can do. And then the red mist goes back into his finger.
Oh.
This is it hands the blade.
Oh.
I should electrify opponents.
Oh. With your blood.
Yes.
Oh. Cool.
I do not quite know the origin of it, but I've had that ability for quite a while.
How long?
How long? I've had the ability.
Yeah.
He goes into himself a little bit and thinks. Oh. Well, over 40 years now, I believe.
Okay. And nobody's noticed?
No, I don't tend. Well, I didn't tend to leave the grounds of our house for. Not many Tyries do. Unless, you're doing business trips, and only really the head of the house does that. which, was my father for quite a time, so him and his wife used to leave the house quite often. Well, we all stayed, but, like, the first time I left the house would probably around the ball time.
Like ever?
Not the first time, not ever, no.
Oh.
I ventured out a couple times, but that was under strict supervision.
Supervision? Oh, no, wait, I'm not there.
I think everybody's
You're
there.
everybody's
Everybody,
there.
like, literally the whole ship is there.
Yeah, everybody came to watch your magic. You guys still look like Dagwood.
Oh shit, yeah.
Apart from Taxis, who's tired.
Tax is just dying.
Yeah.
Sorry. Oops.
Under close supervision.
Yes.
What do you mean?
We always went out with some bodyguards
Okay.
that were more loyal to my father, let's put it that way.
Oh.
Can I insight that?
Yeah.
Where's my insight again?
Many.
Pretty good.
Many.
19. Let's go roll with disadvantage now. What was that?
What are you inciting?
Just if your story of like it's just being guards, or whether there's more to that, basically.
I think there'd be more to it. Sam, help.
I think the only thing you might catch is certainly in Dagwen, you would see when we would say guards more loyal to my father, their like hand grips a bit tighter on the side of the ship, as though like discussions about your dad are not. You get the impression there's not a whole lot of love towards the dad from Dagwen.
And from Halibut.
Okay.
But no, yes, guards loyal to my father accompanied me wherever I went. So there's
I
not
see.
many opportunities to lose blood, I suppose.
Actually most accidents happen in the home.
They do.
So, yeah. Yeah. I guess, yeah, that must have.
Yeah.
Frying pan, or
Oh.
you don't have
Really?
to answer
Really
actually,
want
because
to
I'm just
accidentally. Sorry.
just looking around at everybody like you don't have to talk about that.
I appreciate that. Taxes, you would know. That hurts to talk about.
Blake interjects and says, "Well, I don't know how happy I feel with giving you your cloak back yet, mate, but there's nothing magical about the mask. So I think I'd prefer not to have you seen on my ship from afar, so I see no problem giving that back to you. You see, they give it back. A lot of the diamonds are around the face, but ones along the brow, I think the important ones still there. Ones that are deep set in there. You've got your cane. I suppose we'll not turn Dagwin down arms just in case, or at least we'll let them know where we can get it in easy reach if we are running into problems.
Are we expecting any problems?
You shouldn't do. The sea bitch is well up north. Something's keeping her busy. Hopefully, justice is seen to that, but...
May I roll, like,
Yeah.
History check on
History
who the
check
fuck
for the
the
sea
bitch is?
bitch. I mean,
Oh, I suppose it's 14. It's 14 plus 6.
20 is well enough to know who. You may well have met the sea bitch herself at some point at a gathering. You know Elizabeth Osman has a reputation. This individual, clearly some kind of pirate on the Western Sea, Western Ocean, I should say, and is, clearly referring to the royal imperial heir herself. Not the heir, sorry, but one of the children of Osman. Extreme sacrilege and treason, but he's not wrong.
What is she like in person? Obviously, does her reputation precede her in person?
From what little interaction you've had, I'd say on a 20 history, sort of have spoken to people as well and know the impressions. Very focused and driven, and not one for like idle chit chat, unless she's trying to get something from you, in which case she can be very entertaining and very persuasive. You know that you have something she needs if she's actually talking to you.
Elizabeth Osman? Yes. Ugh. More... Bitch of the sea, yes, but not just the sea.
Bitch alone doesn't have the same ring to it, and he gives you your mask back into your hands.
Thank you. I need to see to getting these diamonds removed, but thank you very much. He puts his mask on.
Feels good. Dagman, I believe, has a big old hammer. It's pointed out where it is. It's not like, here's your hammer back, enjoy, and a longbow. It's just pointed out, if we need to get them, here they are, sort of on the mast kind of thing.
Are they visible? Can you see them?
I think they're visible on the mast. Not to the point where like you could just run up and immediately rest them off and go for it, but
This is a fucking huge hammer. It's probably the same size as Dewey's torso. It's a massive fucking hammer.
Yeah, I'm glad you said that, because it's like, I thought it was like just a claw hammer.
Your hand crossbow would also be
nice. No, it's like back.
I think that
I can't remember what it is. Is it a warhammer, Ben?
You got it.
Ben?
You have it as a warhammer. Yes, correct.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
So it can be held with two hands, but Dagman can hold it in one, just about. It does not wear a shield. And you might as well have your armor as well.
Oh, thank
your
you.
hand crossbow is there. We are not giving you bolts just yet, but there is your hand crossbow.
Thank you. Are the bolts accompanying it over there, or are the bolts somewhere else?
No. But if you want bolts, you can ask somebody else. But right now, if you need to grab it quickly, at least you know where it is, and then you can get some bolts. From somebody else. You cannot just run up there, grab it, and start. You've done a lot, mate. You've done a lot, but not quite to the point where we're giving you a loaded crossbow.
I appreciate the trust you've given me so far.
Blake still disguised as Dagwen looks towards you with that and shrugs.
It's just an involuntary noise.
Oh, yeah, I just put the mask through Dagwin's face and put it on. Because it still looks like fucking Dagwin's face is normal.
That's weird.
So what are we all looking around for? We've got a ship to be running here. And you see this, again, this fur-bulk dwarf like, you heard the captain, back to it. And ropes are thrown, sail is set to full again as speed is made along the last stretch of the River Elsinore. It is midday, hopefully by this evening you'll begin to see the sea. You don't wish to do anything.
Yes. I hope you got everything you needed. And he hands you back your dagger, Diana.
Oh, thanks.
As soon as you touch it and it leaves his hand, the lightning disappears and it goes back to a silver or whatever dagger it was. Like the gold fades away.
Mhm. It's a fairly old one, I think.
Yeah.
Definitely not a noble's dagger.
You'd be surprised. Function over beauty. Sometimes need.
The dagger, yeah. So just so you know. Oh, right, okay. Okay.
I wish I was there to vomit at the flirting.
Ah.
No flirting.
Ah.
No.
Awkward.
And you're also there.
Also, you're there. Everybody
Rather-
is here.
Everyone is
Yeah,
here.
Yeah, you are.
there.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not. I'm still in bed.
No, you're not. You're part of the ritual.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
you
were
know,
part of
sure,
the
you
ritual.
Drag me into the Oh yes, I am. Yes.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
we
you were-
ended
I'll
last
shut-
episode
I'll
with
shut up.
you seeing your dragonborn ghost looking like strangely at the
Yes,
other
yes.
dragonborn.
So, sorry, my brain apparently had a fart then.
No,
Carry
it's fine. It's fine.
Yeah, you're there. You're there. You see this niceness.
Therefore, you vomit.
Yeah, you said you would
on.
swallow it.
Mhm.
Is everything?
Not the
Oh.
first time.
What was that, Doran?
On whose part?
Master Zeke, is everything alright?
I'm just
If,
gonna walk away.
If he felt some seasickness, I do have some remedies in my pack that the captain's allowed me.
No, because I don't think he's seasick, because he's been here for like 3 days already, so.
I've been mostly working or in the hold, so.
Yeah.
But if any of you require medical assistance, I have provisions in my pack that could help.
Cool.
But yes, I probably should get back to work, like the captain ordered.
Yes. He's the boss.
It was a pleasure, Rapid Riders. He wanders off to go tie something down or sweep the floor. Still has Dagwin because he doesn't know how to turn it off.
I can't remember if like we've written in yet that it can be turned off, or you're literally like this for an hour. Not sure
Or
yet.
for now, but since all of you focused on the magic being cast, you choose when the magic affecting you ends, and we will see if that changes.
Yeah.
But right now,
Is that an innate thing?
that's what you know. It was something like, yeah, you innately know I can stop this.
It's like if you
The same
wanted
way-
to stop, you could.
Yeah,
you could
the same
stop.
way you knew you could start it, you knew you could stop.
Well, as Halibut starts working, the form will change back into Halibut.
I think I probably
Thanks.
would have. Sorry.
I was going to say Dagman stays this form a little longer.
I think I probably would have dropped it a wee while ago. So.
Fair enough.
So, what do we think, dudes?
Oh my god, that doesn't sound okay. No.
It's basically because he's tiny, so he sounds like a little cartoon when they get shrunk. It's like a little helium voice. Hello.
It doesn't change your voice though.
He's
So it's
purposely
just, it just, yeah, it just.
He's trying to put on
Affected.
Halite's voice, but he's just it's too small. It's like,
Kind of does sound like him if you shrunk to tiny.
So, like, what do we think now?
I cannot. You stop. I don't know what you're talking about.
fine. I was having some fun. I miss him. It's been like a few hours, but
Been a few days.
but like, yeah, I
Been a couple
know.
days.
He would have broken so many things on this ship already.
Yeah. I know.
Like, what do we think of after that? You've done your magic tester and that. What?
Magic tester and that. Okay. Yeah.
I don't know. I was busy being a rock star for an hour.
You are a rock star.
I don't know.
I don't know. Can we go somewhere? Is the captain's quarters still sort of available? This is our meeting spot now, so we're gonna go in there. This is the place of.
The captain's quarters is taxes room, so it's available.
Okay, cool. Yeah. Wait, what? Sure.
I only agreed to one night.
It was a great night though. It's fine.
Glad to hear it.
Good bed. Okay. What do we think of him? I don't know. I'm sure he's a decent guy, but do I want to take him to a really secretive, important mission, not just for the good of the rebellion, but for the good of every single magic caster in the Empire, and also the only way I'm gonna get my mother back alive? No, I don't think I want to take him on that journey. So that's where I'm at.
Okay.
I'm sure he's fun at parties, but I don't know.
We met
That's
him
where I'm
at one, I suppose. So.
Yeah, I'm sure he was fun there. I didn't have time to dance with him. Maybe I did.
He was a good
I don't know.
dancer. You did have time to dance with him. You did dance with him, and he's a good dancer.
I don't remember, so. Oh, wow!
Wait, your sasses with Halibut, not with Doran. Jeez. It's a method.
No. Well,
Okay.
yeah, that's where I'm at. I don't know. Everybody else, what do you think?
He's magic,
Mm-hmm.
which would mean that either he'd have been very high up in the order with how old he is, because you don't survive that long without being competent at magic and using it for the Empire.
I don't think that's right. I don't
As
think
a
he
human.
even. Huh?
As a human, that's what I'm saying. I don't actually think he knows, but I'm saying that if he did know, they would know, and then he would have probably been in the order for a long time.
All right, yeah. No, I don't think he knows about it. I don't think. Yeah.
So, I don't like him. My question is, do we think we can trust Dagwood? And not because...
Sorry. Oh, sorry. Was that a? Okay, carry on. It was like an essay answer rather than a yes/no answer. Got it. Okay.
Yes. Because she's lived under the Empire the exact same length of time as me and you have. And she's also brought up in it the way those two are.
Mm-hmm.
So there's nothing saying that she actually supports them. I don't know whether I'm being biased because she's a dragonborn, but you seen the size of her?
Yes.
she'd be very useful to have in a fight.
Problem I have with Dagwen is not like anything to do with her race or upbringing or anything like that. The problem is she is loyal to someone, and if that someone isn't trustworthy, then neither is the person who's loyal to them.
Which is fair. But you don't inspire loyalty without it being one of three things. Genuine love for the person, fear, or money. And
I don't think it's either of those last two.
No. But it's loyalty to
it is, but
something, yeah.
Taxes.
Mm.
You ever been able to figure out whether she... Have we even spoken to her on her own?
No,
No,
she's
I
always
think so.
been. She's always been with Halibut.
Did I?
But why don't we?
The briefest thing was Halbert asked her to go and
Yeah,
fetch
get
someone.
taxes.
Get taxes. That was the only one-on-one.
It's like, but all she said was like, Halibut wants to talk to you. I don't know why.
100% failed the Bechdel test.
Yeah.
Yes.
So in the interest of the point of the series, which is to be genuinely inclusive of all races, creeds, and colors.
Oh yeah.
I'm saying this out of character.
Oh yeah, totally.
Let us perform the Bechdel test by actively having a conversation with her, and Diana, you asking questions, Taxes,
what?
you do the
Yeah,
good
that's fair.
cop, bad
Yeah,
cop
no,
thing.
yeah, that's
You two are a good team of it.
actually our job.
I'm very tired.
Well,
She's tired. Sorry.
puck up, Buttercup.
Wow.
I don't know.
I would punch him.
Yeah, it's fine.
Again,
I would deserve it. I don't know why I said that.
you
How about
really,
Bechdel
really
tests?
do.
Jesus.
Look, it's been a really long couple of days.
Yeah. Yeah, the gaslighting and then the stuck up Buttercup situation just now.
Yeah,
apologize.
Buttercup. That's on the same
Mm.
line as Honey and Darlin.
Yeah.
Like,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Dewey finally drops his halite form and he's like, I'm going to go up the crow's nest because I might get to see the sea for the first time in my life. And just scurries out of the room.
Same.
Yeah,
I don't think anyone has.
Wait. Oh, I thought we were talking.
I think he doesn't need to be here because I think we all know that he will trust almost anybody with like unquestionably, and I it's fine. That is who he is, but it will get him killed.
You'll get us killed.
One day. Yeah, he'll get him killed one day. I'm just trying to make sure that that doesn't happen to us as well. So yeah, he is not aware of that either. So.
Right. Apologies, that wasn't supposed to be a sexist comment. As you can tell, I don't hang out with many women. You two are the longest female friends that I've ever had.
I am shocked.
I'm not.
I like men.
I was being sarcastic, sorry. So.
I like men. What could I mean? Of course, I'm gonna hang out with them. Like, there's no. How often am I gonna find another man that actually wants to, be with a 3-foot dwarf? No.
Like a lot of people, surely.
Yeah.
Literally, you met one, like, guy who was like for 5 minutes, and then you went to.
Yeah, well, we were in a dangerous situation, people.
Right.
You
I don't know what
what
you're on
this
about. I don't know what you're talking about.
I remember that barn.
The bound was one of the best times.
That was pretty good, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Hi, go on a high five, Garrick.
High five, yeah.
You know it's good when I get a high five.
We're definitely getting off of track here.
Anyway,
Possibly misogynist comments aside.
I apologize.
With that, Taxis is gonna go find Dagwood.
Okay, do you want me there or can I do some stuff?
What stuff do you want to do?
I want to do nerd things. And I'm gonna write in my book, yeah.
Shall I come with you then?
Yeah, sure.
Just so there's someone else there.
Yeah.
I'll shut up. if you want me to.
No.
That's
And then
alright.
You'll just kind of walk up to her and go, I'm really sorry.
I'm gonna. Can I punish Zeke?
Yeah, that's fine.
It does like -1. You get some healing or something. I don't know.
It's fine. It literally, he will just stand there and let you punch him in the face if you want to.
No, I punch him very gently on the arm and like, fucking idiot.
I'm going to go and find Blake and tell him he should use prestidigitation on his bed or whatever.
Do you not have that one?
Just gonna turn back and look at him. And go,
It's
straight.
It's not that. It's not. It's. We made the bed. It's not.
We did.
I'm gonna go find Dagwood.
Why are you heteros so weird?
Whatever.
I'm just gonna grab by the collar and just drag him out.
It's not weird.
Just
as weird as you are.
I'm literally
Also,
looking
I'm not
at.
hetero. Pretty sure none of us are.
No, I'm not on about you. I'm on about your boyfriend over there having to go and brag that he slept in someone else's bed.
It's just a friendly recommendation. I don't know.
Oh, is that what you... Whoosh, is that what you're doing? Oh my god.
He's just going to tell him, you should probably cast prestidigitation. And then he's going to walk away.
Stop swinging with the captain.
Yeah. And if you do it in here with me, okay?
As you're walking out the door and finding your way.
And then as that happens, it's like, do I have to?
See?
Exactly. Get out.
Being dragged away like.
Get the fuck out. And I get my books out. Fuck off.
Tagline is far from Halibut. And Halibut, during this time, you've been approached by someone. You see a sun elf woman who has come up to you. Has very sort of chest length hair. It's not very, very long, but quite long. Golden blonde. And says, did I catch earlier that you were offering medical? You were talking about healing kids? Okay.
I am a licensed physician. I can aid.
Okay. Do you have like healing spells and?
No.
Okay, good. Sorry, I'm Dura. I'm the shakes your hand. Doctor slash deacon of the ship. So, just wanted to make sure I was still the best doctor here.
Oh, hold on. Hold on. Excuse me. Well, I don't necessarily have healing spells, but
bandages are great. Bandages do.
I can perform some magically enhanced healing, not necessarily spells.
Well, no, okay. That's good to know.
Probably not as good as yours, but they do.
To be honest, I can't do a lot. I can set a bone and then heal it into place quite quickly, but I can't do that many times a day, so...
I believe I could do it maybe twice a day, if that.
Okay, you can probably do what I can then. I retract my statement. I'm just a better priest than you now.
You're most certainly definitely better than a priest than I am. I only went to Osnan's church and I hated every moment.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely a better priest than you then.
Oh yeah. Like,
because I've got an actual god.
You do.
Again, complete heresy, but you're hearing just...
No, you do.
Yeah.
What god might it be?
Tatuna.
Tatuna.
Waves in the ocean and magic in general, but...
makes sense.
Just points to
Makes sense.
Be glad to be back on the ocean, to be honest. And you can see, I'm fumbling with this. I'm sort of doing it to get into character, but you see that she's like fumbling with like, a little holy symbol on her thing. It seems to be just like a nervous thing that she's doing as she's.
What do I know of Tatuna, Sam?
Make a religion check.
Proficiency in religion. Go! 17 plus 6.
Pretty good. Definitely one of the heretic idols of Osman's church. Not spoken about very much, the idea being that we just don't talk about them and they will fade from public memory. But for those who are learned and spend a lot of time there, who are like, I want to know what's the devil's name so I can know I should never hear it, kind of thing. That kind of
yeah.
What's the name of these different demons so I know if I hear it, I'm talking to a witch, kind of thing. In that instance, you know that Tatuna was one of the most powerful gods before, or considered to be a powerful god. Their domain focused on the oceans and the waves. She had, I'd say on that role, based on your upbringing, you know she has children gods, because you know all of them did, but you can't remember which ones are hers. But you would know magic is her portfolio in general, and a lot of her children, either one of her children is like more magic or like something like that. I think actually probably you would know that Idis, but about that's it. But I think Idis is one of her children.
Yes.
I would say that you would know that. But you know, she is depicted as feminine, associated with the oceans and magic, and is always more chaotic of the siblings of the old gods, if you want to refer to them as.
I've always been interested in the old gods. He puts up air quotes when he says that.
Yeah.
Mainly because
stop that. No.
Yes, it's the way the Empire sees us all like devil gods or whatever.
Oh,
but the gods. But I've always been interested in the gods, mainly because our king wants to be. I say our king. The Osnan wants to be one so badly, so I've always thought them interesting.
I mean, you can say what you like. You can have a big empire, you're not a god.
Oh yeah,
but
I'm glad we agree with this. Always seem a bit
can't deny that their clerics have power. So I'll be honest, I don't know how they're doing it.
I have no idea. No idea. It must be their just staunch, blinded belief in him.
I guess that has to be the path to it. But it's nice knowing that when I'm on the sea, I can feel like I am talking to her. I don't have to offer up a prayer. I can literally see her.
Yeah. That's good. That's very good. One of the more tragic things that Osnan did, other than enslaving all the races, was custom fitting.
2 different wars, eviscerating a school full of wizards. Yeah, that too.
But tearing down and defacing churches was quite disgusting.
Yeah, but the destruction of the monasteries was. She involuntarily scratches at an arm, and you see like a bit of a scar there. Yeah, that was good.
My table leg just fell off.
Is everything okay?
Is that going to be an issue?
Should we go to a break?
Do you want to...
Over there.
Let's
I think it's fine. I think I'm alright. I just won't lean on the table anymore.
Okay.
go to a break.
Let's go to a
Waiting
break.
for the camera to just.
It's about time for a break anyway. Let's go for a break. And I would say at this point, she sees the others walking over. She gives you just a quick nod and walks away, leaving you and Dagwen. Obviously, the intent is to talk to Dagwen.
Before she goes, if you need any extra supplies or any other medical assistance, let me know.
Okay.
I'm happy to offer a second opinion.
Okay.
I'm good.
Okay. Should we go to a break?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good idea.
Cool. Right. We'll see you guys in a minute. Okay. Bye.
All we want is to be equalitarian. We will rock.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Rapid Riders. We are still with our riders here aboard the Rake, the ship of Captain Blake, headed west and then south towards the ruins, towering paths, in search of power and answers for the party. The party have just decided they are going to, majority of them are going to go and talk to Dagwen, the companion of, well, the bodyguard, their new strange companion. And meanwhile, Dewey is going up to the crow's nest to be able to see the sea as soon as possible for the first time. We've just had a conversation between the ship's doctor and Halibut Tyree, discussing who was better doctor and agreeing probably Halibut, to be honest, with their training.
We didn't agree on that.
And a brief discussion on theology before the doctor is walking away and the party are arriving. You see Dagwen is with
Party is just two of them. Like
two of them. Okay, I thought
I'm not there.
That's a party.
you're not there. Okay,
Yeah, I'm writing spells in my spell book.
that's it.
Will
You are
take
taking
6
the
hours.
spell scrolls, and you are putting them into your spell book. You've not done a lot before, but it's
Yeah, I'm getting there.
Where's my cloak of useful accessories now?
It has not been given back to you yet, I believe.
But who's last
Blake
seen with
has
it?
given it back to the woman he referred to as quartermaster, this human woman.
Cool.
Ursula. He did say her name. I remember saying it out loud.
Okay, so she has it. Cool.
I'm assuming that, yeah.
I was just going to say before we go down the stairs, it's like, are you gonna be? Are you a good cop or am I a good cop?
What's a cop?
I feel like you should be good.
Good question. Okay.
You're the talker. I'm the inciter.
Don't know whether that's I don't know whether that's an insult, but sure.
Violence?
So I'll try and look intimidating, I'm guessing, while trying to read them. And you just be you.
Sick.
Sure. I'm very fucking tired.
Come on, high five me.
I'm just gonna high five. There's no
Jump into the high five.
Crisp high five. Yeah, you find that they are still, at this point, they are still working the ship. It's the day. Yeah, having left this conversation, I think Dagwen just looks and turns as you approach.
Dagwen,
Yes.
would you mind coming to have a conversation with us?
Yeah,
Looks
don't make it
towards
awkward.
Halibut.
Don't make it awkward. It's fine.
Halibut just like,
We just want to get to know you, and
No, I understand.
When your brother is around, he tends to do more of the talking.
You are very right there. But
Halibut.
honestly, it's because
It's embarrassed, I guess.
It's because he has the most to say. But if you want to talk, I will talk with you. As you're walking away, just trying to find somewhere a little bit more private, in your head, Halibut, you just hear Dagwen say, "If I'm not back in 5 minutes, come find me."
Will do.
She wouldn't say 5 minutes, she would say like quarter of an hour. Conversation might take longer.
Yes, I'm sure if anything
It's
happens...
going to take longer than that.
Yeah.
I'm sure if anything happens, you won't go down quietly. I'll come if I hear a ruckus, or if you message me.
The Dagwood follows you in this, I think it's half plate armor. To wherever you lead, just a bit of private space.
Just some room that is empty. Or emptier.
I would say either Diana's room is always empty, then the captain's quarter right.
She's currently in there working, isn't she? Oh no, she's actually in the captain's quarters.
I'm
Yeah.
in the captain's quarters. There's like there's a desk and it's comfy. Yeah.
And a coffee.
No, comfy.
Oh, comfy. I was like,
Comfy.
like if turned to
Not
the
coffee.
to the random sailors like coffee. I require
Also
coffee.
if you have any, I'll take it.
Established there was no coffee. Why does that ring a bell? I think
Packers need coffee.
There's no coffee aboard. I don't know if that's. That might be a different campaign. I'm sorry.
Didn't Zeke want coffee? Probably.
Nick
Anyway,
always wants coffee.
but one place you know is empty right now, and the best to have a private conversation is the brig because nobody is currently locked in there. If they are.
No, we'll go to Diana's room or bunk.
Okay, Diana's bunk. Cool.
Why can't you go to yours? It's literally the opposite room.
Literally the opposite side. But that's fine.
Why do you have to go to
Very-
my room?
Because
Like,
taxes suggested your room, so your room is the one we're going to.
wow.
I don't want to go in Zeke's room. I don't know what's happened in there.
At
least
boy. I mean, it's me and Garrick who's in the other one, so you know what's happening there. So.
Yeah, I know you can't handle hammer because I heard you fall out of the bed. Hammer. So,
Speaking of which, as you walk through, you hear it ding as an alarm spell is set off. Jack on the upper decks. It goes to inform you that, and then the conversation is had that they probably took time.
Just gonna pop my head out and just go. It's only useful when we're sleeping.
No, it's not.
did you have that alarm set last night when I went back in? Hold on.
Why are you in the room?
Just
Go back to writing.
we're talking to Dagwin. We're trying to find a private place.
Ugh.
There's a rogue. There's been time. Anyway,
Yes.
Just gonna close the door and go. By all means, sit or stand, whatever's more comfortable.
they test out the hammock, see that it is like might hold their weight in all their armor, and just stands, leans against the wall a little bit, just to
Yeah,
shift
probably
the
for the best.
shifts
Probably for
the
the
armor
best.
plate around the neck and just.
As a point of fairness, I'm just gonna take the spear and I'm gonna put it leaning against wall near taxes, and then step away from it. Just go. Completely honest here. Okay.
Appreciate it. Do you have questions for me?
Many. Firstly, and most importantly, and I want you to answer this as honestly as possible. Are you here of your own free will?
Yes.
Insight.
Yeah. Make an insight check.
Disadvantage, yay. Oh, I rolled 15
Fools
twice.
didn't do identify on Dagwin. Ha
This is 25.
25. They took a pause to consider it and reached a real conclusion of like, yes, I am here of my own free will. You gathered that they, or over on a 25, you realised that they were overthinking it for a second of like, am I here in the empire of my own free will? No, I guess they're asking, am I here on the ship of my own free will? Yeah, that is true. I am here. I'm with Halibut of my own free will.
Pax is just gonna nod her head and hope seek. No, this is that sign. Truth.
Yeah, my passive is just about high enough that I can see that. Okay. Second question. How the hell did you go from nobility to straight up insurrectionist, making contact with one of the major names within said insurrection, to find yourself on the ship with the most wanted people in the country within the space of possibly 2 to 3 weeks?
Really good luck.
It's really good luck.
You know when sort of Brienne of Tarth sort of makes that face where they're like, yes, I know I've gotten lucky here kind of thing, but I don't want to say we just got lucky. I followed Halibut. The plan was always to use Masquerade in some way. Chance would have it, or perhaps as fate or the gods, whatever you prefer. We made, well, I should say you made quite a scene. We realised we were in the right place. Path. From that point on, there was no luck involved. We asked the right questions for the right people. Halibut made the right friend. When that witch hunter came back with hair in their hands.
Witch hunter?
They stop for a second as well. Have I said too much?
No, you know this, right?
This is
Yeah.
They know it.
Yeah, I know, but I don't know which witch hunter, which is why I'm
No,
going
that's
witch
right.
hunter.
Oh, witch hunter, not
Oh,
witch.
Which witch hunter? Which witch? Which?
Pantalak. You think you're fairly sure that at some point Hansalak has been used as the name of the Harlequin, as in they are the same person. She would not know them as the Harlequin.
Forgive me for asking, the color of the hair?
Distinctive. And she looks towards you, shock of red.
No, it's going to turn to taxes, and that confirms that. Okay. I imagine you understand a lot of our trepidation with just even having you aboard, let alone the prospect of letting you come with us anyway.
I wouldn't trust you if you weren't asking questions.
So why should I trust you? I know what he. I know why he wants to convince me, but I'm never gonna trust a noble. I've seen them sell out their own people. I've seen them lie down for money. I've seen them lie down for the sake of being able to lie down with someone like myself, or like my friends who are out there, just because they think we're a bit exotic. I don't really trust someone born with money who then decides that they're going to give away that money for no reason other than their own. So I want to know what your reason is.
I think about it. I wish it was easy, as saying I care about Halibut more than just being their ward, their charge, their protector. That would be nice to say that it's my job to make sure that they survive. It is. I do care about them. They are a brother to me. There was a time, long, long time, weren't so many flecks on my scales. Living in this empire, before it was even an empire, was not a death sentence. Not a servitude, a sentence of indentured servitude. And even in that time, there was no guarantees. People didn't like us long before it became law, but they didn't have to. And they made that very clear with my family. And the only kindness I got showed, frankly, not even by Halbert at that age, I hadn't met him, by their parents. Then I learned that that kindness also came with a price.
What was the price? If you don't mind me asking.
Serve as protector and ward of House Tyree. Be kept from the wolves as long as I could fight them if I needed to. I had no choice. But it was a better life. I didn't think I could complain.
What changed?
Something happened, and I will hold that dear to my heart. But what happened made me realize that things had to change. There's no empire that keeps doing this. There's no indents that goes on forever. And if there is, that's not the world I want to be a part of. So if I die trying to change the world. I will die knowing that I didn't have a choice. There was no other way. The world that they want to make, that cannot be. So, this is the only way.
Just gotta look at taxes.
Yeah, I'll do an insight. Even though
Yeah.
I feel like I trust them.
Do an insight check.
22.
22. They're being genuine in what they say. When they're saying that something happened and they're not going to hold on to it, on a 22, it's not quite enough to get all of the possible full read their mind kind of situation. But definitely that seems personal. It's not that I witnessed this horrible thing. It's like, no, something personal happened. That's what you get from it.
Again, I'll just nod my head. But I'll let Tax's eyes soften a little bit to try and show that, yes, Taxes doesn't feel any threat from it or anything.
This isn't easy for me. I'm paranoid by nature. It's how I've stayed alive for what would it be? 130 years, give or take a few. I want to trust. But I can't. So I'm going to offer an agreement. Ooh. Sorry, it froze up. I wasn't sure if I was still there. if the group decides to keep you both with us. If. Then where you and Halibut go, I go. And the second I think there is any deception on your part, I will not hesitate. I don't want to injure either of you. But it's the only way I can think that I can begin to trust you. I'm not expecting you to make that decision now. You can have time, you can speak about it with your brother. That is fine.
I know my answer. I know my answer.
Okay.
I can make a judgment call here. Yeah. To be in your company, Zeke. Seems like whatever your group have been doing, they've been in the right place. I'm happy that we can be there to make that difference. And I'll offer you something for kindness. You said if you detected deception, detected that kind of thing, return. I can tell you there are things that I cannot tell you. I'm sure there are things that you cannot tell me.
There are.
But what I can offer you is this. We both believe in a better world. We both believe we can make that difference. And that is why we are here. But I can also tell you there is a selfish reason. What you might consider selfish.
I trust a selfish reason more than a selfless one.
You struck me as a man who would. I've met many people who've done things for selfish reasons. And they tend to stick to it a lot stronger than ideals. I can tell you there is hope in my heart for a better world. And there's a strong desire, selfish reasons, to make sure it happens.
Then I only have one last question. And he's actually going to stand up and, again, it's only 3 foot of him, it's not particularly intimidating, but is your other brother in the room with us right now?
Hey. The honest truth is that I have no way of knowing. It's not my power. That's not my connection. Both of you, they are bad at disguising the fact that you almost detect like a hint of jealousy in that.
Okay. Anything? Anything you want to ask?
No, I got pretty much all the information I need.
I'm sure your brother's looking for you.
For him. Can I ask you both a question?
You can ask.
Sure.
Do you have a selfish reason Is it all red flags and rebellion?
I might have
Mine.
misunderstood. Sorry.
For me, my selfish reason looks altruistic.
But and Dagwin was in the room when we were playing chess, so I'd just be like, you already know my selfish reason.
See. Well, then, I better get back to working the ship. They stopped, walking past you, and back up onto deck.
As soon as she walks up, you put your hand really close to like the lower deck door. Like, okay, ready to go. Wait, if I need to.
Yep. She looks at you and passing them back to forward, and you hear in your mind, I think they trust us a bit more now. I hope. Didn't come all this way to make a difference for people we're trying to help to not trust us. I had to give them. I not spill your secrets, but told them that part of this is selfish.
It's all right. I trust your judgment, Deck. Are you all right?
She just, for a little bit, she just starts tying ropes, like tying knots, securing, then just in your head, she's like, just thinking about your brother.
I don't need to roll an insight check on that. I see. How does it say anything anymore?
Anyway.
Oh no.
Not to immediately break retention, but I'm uncomfortable, so let's do it. Dewey, you're up in the crow's nest. There is a wide river in front of you. As we're getting to, I will say, conveniently, let's say 4 o'clock. So 2 hours exactly have passed. 4 p.m., you think maybe on the very horizon, you can begin to see where the river is getting naturally slowly wider and wider. It's not the sea, but it's going to be the next few hours. You might still have some sunlight. Anybody else wish to do
Muted?
anything?
You're
You
muted,
are
Phil.
muted. Oh,
I guess
you are
just
muted.
very excited and kind of scurry down and tells everyone that he knows that we'll be able to see the sea before the sun goes down, and it's probably not very interesting to anybody else.
You say,
"Oh my god, we'll be able to see the sea soon," and then
yeah. You say that the Fumble dwarf loudly, as like they always do, so, "See on the horizon!" and just like these loud announcements across the ship to all of the deckhands are all just like look up to that, and you see like definitely a few people are like, like, yes, we're gonna be back on the open ocean. River sailing is different. We don't like it.
confining, I guess, if you're used to the ocean. Yeah, and then just get back up there so I can wait and see who's in the crow's nest.
To you being in there for this amount of time, somebody else was in there. Do you want to roll a D100?
Any point was it the
Can't hear you.
any point would it have
Yay!
been?
I've got my bandit names now.
Yay!
All right, bandit table. It is
These
number.
are all gold.
It is
sorry.
number 81.
81. Maybe not the best person to have so high up. Jumpin' Jack is.
Oh God! Don't jump, please. Don't jump.
Is
Oh
up here.
God!
Human man, maybe late 30s, early 40s. A little bit of the hairline's beginning to go just a little bit. And he's just like staring at my horizon. And after like an hour, he's like, if you've got the watch there, I'll leave it to you and I'm going to go down.
Cool. Yeah, sure.
Alright, he leaps out the side. You see he like grabs a rope on the way down. Rope burn. Hold on.
Jumping Jack away! Whee!
Natural 20. Fucking excellent. He like swings on a rope like full pirate's powers as he like skids all the way down and lands the 3-point landing.
That's that loud bang I occasionally hear in the brig.
Why it's called Jumpin' Jacks, I guess.
He volunteers for Crow's District every time just so he can do that afterwards.
That's unnecessary. Okay, cool. Yeah, I can be up here. I definitely know all the nautical terms. So, port, starfish.
Make an investigation check.
Is there a cheat sheet just up there?
Port, anti-port.
7.
7. You are so focused on like keeping a horizon and just trying to, in your own mind, like, okay, know this, but you neglect to see where it has been carved into like the walls of a crow's nest. You completely miss that as you are just.
But having realised that he's, rather than just doing tourist stuff, he's actually got responsibilities. He's looking for the thing, but he is also going to keep a lookout for anything else around that is of note.
Yeah. I'll say, unless anybody's doing anything else for the next few hours, I know Diana is working on her spell. I will say make a perception check.
Oh, okay.
As the sort of hours tick over.
Ooh. That is perception. That is 21.
21. That's good. As you are looking out, you see maybe a third hour. The sun is beginning to set, and you are headed west, so it's beginning to get in your eyes a little bit. But it's not quite meeting the horizon yet. You watch as the borders of the river do continue to widen, and then suddenly seem to really go wide. And you're sort of looking around, it's like, okay, we're going to follow around there, and then there's sort of, oh, that's the edge of that cliff, and on that side, and before you know it, there's no more land either side of you. And in front of you is nothing but water, nothing but cerulean blue sea, far as the eye can see.
It's quite scary. Water's dangerous.
Now it is, what I say, at this point it's getting towards, it's not quite ticked over into the end of the third hour yet. The sun is beginning to set. It is midwinter, so I'm fudging the timings a bit, saying it is like sunset now, and you see the sun meeting the horizons. You're seeing this beautiful pink, and the way that the sea is lit up by the pink of it as well. It is strange. The sun has disappeared over walls, hills, forest, tree lines, never over the edge of the world before.
Less land ho.
And on a 21, there's something different about the sun. It's like a little dot in the middle of it. Little dot. Little black dot.
Where does it do that at sea? Is that like a ow.
Yeah, it hurts to look at. But it's definitely not. There's something not quite right there. The sun doesn't have a black dot on it.
I'll
The longer you look at it, the black dot is staying, like, relative to the horizon, it's staying still, whereas the sun is, like, setting, so it's not on the sun, because so it must be in front of the sun. Because it's staying still, whereas the sun is continuing to dip.
Any of my party insight on the deck?
So Tax is probably by the rails watching the sunset.
If you count me, I'm on deck.
Sorry,
No.
bit early yet. Taxes! Come on, have a look at this. Come on, have a look at this, Rob here. It's awesome.
Okay. Slowly climb up.
Okay, like a kid. I was like, come on, hurry up.
Okay. Do we? Okay.
No check to climb a rigging. It's designed to be climbed easily. You get up there. First time I think you've been up in the crow's nest. You, with your passive investigation, can immediately see where it's written all the different port starboard after all that. But you can see probably yourself for the first time the sun is dipping under the horizon.
Amazing.
Make a perception check yourself as well.
Is it? Well, I'm also gonna, because it is something that I'm not too sure about. I'm gonna like, does the sun do stuff like? Oh dear. Perception check to see where the DM's gone. I'm gonna be like, does the sun look like that when you're away from land? I don't understand that. It looks weird.
Okay,
I want to look at it, but I also don't want to look at it because, ow.
Dewey's pointing out where to look.
sick. So I'll take my first roll then. So that's 23.
Similarly, yeah, that's not right. There is a black dot that's hanging on the air. It's not entirely clear how far, but at this point it's a dot. Maybe if you had I would say the pair of you sort of at this point recall that Blake had a spyglass. But right now there is just a black dot hanging in the air.
Would there be like a spyglass in the crow's nest?
I don't think there might be one just left up here, but you can go and get one quickly, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Or you can ask somebody to bring one up to you. Just shout down and say, we need a spyglass.
Yeah, I'm just gonna shout down.
Okay. Blake is still like at the wheel and sort of sees you shout that. Taps someone on the shoulder, hands him the spyglass, climb up the rigging, just sort of hang it to you. The whole thing takes maybe 30 seconds.
Okay. Let me have a look. I've never used one of these. Go.
Okay.
Wait, if I do this, is it going to burn a hole through my head because it's the sun?
Avoid looking at the sun and try focusing on the dot as best you can. Very briefly.
Yeah. And I'll give it a go.
This is a perception check. Normally this thing would give you advantage. The actual telescope would give you advantage, I believe, spyglass. You're staring directly at the sun apart from this, but you know exactly what you're looking for. I'm going to say keep the advantage because you're essentially being helped as well, like in this moment. So I'm going to say keep the advantage of a perception check.
Oh.
Picking a moment when clouds are on the horizon, you can.
It's 23. 23.
23. Through spyglass. Yeah, that's not. It's a dot from this distance. Through the spyglass, it's a bit longer than a dot. It's a figure, humanoid figure, that you see robes in the black and patina green of the Empire.
Beautiful.
You've not seen anybody in these kind of, actually. The only robes that would have looked similar to these would be the first time you ever encountered Reluctantsheep as a member of the Penitus Conscriptus. The individual in these robes is looking, can clearly see the ship and is looking straight towards it. You watch as they reach within a fold of a robe, and you see them begin slowly unraveling a scroll.
I'm just gonna give taxes the thing and just go. They found us, and just run. Oh, just get down the. I was like, take cover and
You
go
shout,
down.
take cover, and Blake's like,
I
what's
don't
going
shout. I don't shout.
Okay.
I just hand taxes the spyglass. I go, take cover. They found us, and go over and down as fast as I can to get to the captain.
It's at that point I will yell down and say, Dewey's being quiet. There's fucking someone over there.
What do you mean there's someone over there? As about this is happening, it's like people are looking up, like, what's going on with the thing.
What do you think the crow's
Diana,
nest is
you're like,
for?
Diana, you're like 15 minutes away from this. You could pick it up in a moment, but you're almost so close to finishing this. Do you hear this noise? Do you come out onto deck?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
The thing is, it doesn't go away. I'm still.
It doesn't go away.
No,
You've
yeah.
still got all the progress banked. You come out onto deck, and you see people like, what do you mean there's someone? And as people are looking, like trying to see what you were seeing, and as you see everybody looking the direction that Dewey was clearly looking before, because everyone was paying attention the moment you said, "Get me a spyglass." Everybody was looking where you were looking, and as you're all looking over in that direction, just beneath that dot, which is now a bit more visible, you've been sailing in that direction, you see a dark. From this distance, it would look like a circle appear at a slight angle beneath this individual, and it continues to grow and grow until it's about 2-3 times the size of the dot, and then a torrent of water begins pouring through that, and just hits the sea beneath, and you see a big wave begin to head towards you. And as the captain says, all hands, chain down what we don't, chain down what we need, grab hold. As people start going to tie things down as quickly as possible, as you see this wave approaching on the horizon, what are you guys doing?
What the fuck does that mean? What the fuck does that mean?
What the captain says?
What the fuck does that mean? I don't know.
I stay in the crow's nest and just wrap my hands around the fucking thing because I ain't getting down in time.
Okay. Everybody, if you have time to secure yourself, or you're trying to grab hold of anything, make a strength saving throw with advantage. Otherwise, just make a strength saving throw.
I must say, I've just been writing for 2 hours. I don't think 4 hours. I'm panicking. What do I do?
You say saving throw.
He said saving throw. Yeah.
I'm gonna roll for Dagwin and Garrick.
What was it that grants us the advantage?
If you think I have time to go and grab a rope, I have something to tie myself down and hold on to me, then you have advantage. If you think no, I wouldn't.
I really wanted to not roll
Bloody
very well
hell.
because it's a strength saving throw, but I got a natural 20.
Nice.
You gotta take
Fuck's
those.
sakes! I really wanted to roll back.
Ben, you're muted. What'd you get?
It is a 19.
19. Okay.
I
So
got 9.
9,
Oh, 22.
22.
Oh, no.
What was Dewey's?
14.
14. Everybody apart from. So Ben, what was yours again? Sorry.
19.
19. Everybody apart from Taxes and Derek. You're like holding onto something, you brace yourselves, and you watch just waves approaching, and it seems to just peter until it is maybe the size of like an extra couple people standing on top of each other on the horizon. The boat is definitely rocked. Taxes and Garrett fall prone.
I'm so glad I'm on the highest point of the ship right now. I'm exhausted.
You fall prone, and you have to make me a dexterity saving throw.
Oh,
If I
Not
see
full
Taxes
to
fall,
side.
I will try and grab it if I can.
from the
Like, to
top.
stop it from hitting the
What'd you get?
ground.
A 1.
A 1. You watch as Taxes is bowled over the side and begins to fall. Garrett has fallen. There's nothing they can do. Does any, people intervene?
How high
think-
is it?
I think Halibut and Dewey would be in prime position as well, but go for it, Ben, as well. It's I'll tell you how high it is in a second.
No, it's fine.
So I get
Takes,
full
like-
damage off.
It takes like 1 second.
Yeah, there's like time for reactions and I dash and go and try and grab that kind of thing. But not
I know.
What reaction?
But I'm a monk, so I can take off full damage.
The mast is 80
I don't
feet tall.
fucking know that.
How
I
much?
don't fucking know that whatsoever.
I can't. I didn't hear the damage.
It's 80 foot tall, so it would be 8d6 of falling damage.
Do you have the monk thing that reduces that?
Yeah.
I don't know that.
Does it reduces by a flat amount, does it?
Yeah, by 40.
Okay, so there's a good chance you fully ignore this.
Shit.
You fully ignore it. You have the moment as you're falling down. You're like, shit. You grab a rope. You saw Jumping Jack earlier, and you go down, swing, and land. There's a bit of
Oh. Good working, Taxes.
You are looking. You see in the distance now. At about this point, you watch as the circle closes, and the dot continues to hang there just for a bit longer.
But what is it? What is it?
Oh,
Yeah.
it's an Empire caster. Do I think it's something I could reach with? Do I think it is?
No, this
Any
is
chance?
well out of bow shot.
Is it well out of ballista shot?
Yeah.
Can I cast? Is it doing anything? Is it doing anything?
At the moment, it's a dart. If you grab the spyglass, Taxes is here with. Well, Dewey's here with you.
I mean,
Well, I've got
yeah.
the spyglass here.
Have a
I'm
look.
gonna sit down and just hold it out.
All right, cool.
fucking done right now.
I'll do that then. I don't know if I physically can't get any more than they've got already. 23, so I don't know.
Okay.
I could try.
Give it a go. You got
Sure.
sunlight, just about. To your
Yeah,
advantage.
you literally.
You get super advantage because you're standing directly at the sun.
Actually, I can't get
That's
20.
not true.
I can't get 23. If I can't get, I could maximally get 22.
The DC is not as high because you have the virtue of you are looking directly at it with a spyglass.
No.
No. You're trying to pick them out, but
I
just
got
trying to spot them against the sun. You can see the dot, but the sun is burning your eyes just a little bit.
If it goes a couple of seconds and they're not doing anything, then I'd like to do something.
I would also like to do something.
couple of seconds do pass. Maybe about a round has passed so far.
Yeah, and they're not doing anything.
They're just hanging there in the sky.
Then I'd like to cast Sending
Okay.
on the thing.
Okay. What do you say?
Are you gonna properly show yourself then? Or just hang there? I was gonna say
You
like a
hear-
coward, but I didn't.
You hit back in your head. I'm going to enjoy the show. Song which?
Who does it sound like?
You recognize the voice ever so slightly. You're not sure from where.
The ball. You
Rings a bell
recognize it from the ball. Which means it was... Yeah. Okay.
At this point... sorry, Dewey, you had something quickly, but... it's all sort of
I
happening.
wanted to have
Yeah.
a look over the rear of the ship.
The rear of the ship. Okay. Make a perception check.
I'd like to see behind us.
I think it's the what's her name? Herself. Right? The conscriptus.
Maybe.
The person
But
that's
yeah.
in charge. She's
25.
waiting. She's waiting. She's got a female voice.
5. It was a female voice.
I will shout that. They're waiting, watching the show. Race, I guess.
Specifically, on a 25, you do not see anything behind the back of the ship. I will give you, because a 25 is a great roll. The wave has passed, definitely. The water is still rippling more than it was, even for being this close to the coast. I'm going to let Dorum is going to be the last thing before I do what I need to do.
I'm just gonna yell to the captain, permission to grab arms!
Fuck it, permission granted, mate!
Come on, Dagwin!
As you go to get to that, Dagman joins you. On your shoulder, Zeke, you feel something land heavy as Scar perches and grips onto your shoulder. Zeke. Smell home.
Gonna turn and look at him and go, how
Oh.
close?
Faint whiff, it's getting stronger.
I'm just gonna then just turn and shout to everyone, prepare for a monstrosity!
You say that and turn to everyone. Bursting up from the water, you see a jet of seawater reach up like a geyser, except it doesn't fall back down. And instead of a column of seawater, you realize this is a long neck as a creature looks down towards you, formed entirely of water. Not seawater being dropped out of air, this creature coming out of whatever portal she created. Looking down towards all of you with glittering water-formed eyes. As I'm going to say we should probably move to our map. As a Leviathan stares down at the ship. Da-da, put it on the map. My Leviathan boy. Look at him, he beautiful.
Oh my.
That's just his head. He's much bigger than that.
Fantastic.
Beautiful.
Oh.
Beautiful.
Yeah. And
Right. This is gonna be...
I love the little fishes that's there as well.
Oh yeah.
There's just a little bit of fish.
just for context of
Yeah.
fucking massive. Whenever they do like artwork of a giant creature, like, you've got to put little birds or little fish in there so we can see
Yeah.
just how fucking massive this one is. Okay.
What the fuck is this?
Are people able to drag themselves to where they think they would be aboard the Rake at this time? I would say deckhands have sort of been ushered underground, not underground, under decks, so that they are not in the firing line.
I'm not actually there. Couldn't put it anywhere else.
Hands over water. Fuck you guys.
What
I'm
happened
going
was
home.
I made a mistake, and now I'm in the I'm in the sea.
That's where I'll stop looking at.
Yeah, where's the captain's quarters?
Captain's quarters is that red dot there on the map.
Out here then.
Cool. It's there in that bundle. Still need to delete that middle turns that clear. Right, who am I missing on here? I'm missing my man Garrick.
I shall roll.
I'm gonna put Garrick here. Makes sense. Ooh, right next to you.
Oh, brilliant. Absolutely right down the middle.
Dewey's looking over the back there. That's good. I should have all 5 of you plus 2 sidekicks, which I do. I'm going to say, on all of my excitement, I did not get a token for our esteemed captain.
Oh, do you want one?
Yeah. For now, let's just put a. Where is Let's put Halibut Tyrese. How they were there. The mask isn't quite right because we hadn't decided, but they were at their helm of the ship. Is where they were. Cool. All right. Initiative for Gwen. She gets advantage because she is a fightery sidekick, I believe.
Yes.
At readiness, yep, she does. First one was still better, which is not great. So she goes in 10.
Hasn't got her sea legs yet.
Has not got her sea legs. She'll go there. My man Garrick. That's good, and you got the dex for it, so you're going to come in at 17. Right, do we have the full team? We do not. Who we're missing from you guys? Zeke.
Yes, it's a 19.
19 Zeke. That's
I can't roll
okay.
it.
Fair enough. 19 for Zeke. Let's see what the Leviathan.
Incoming on
Ooh.
Discord.
Incoming on Discord.
Boop. Boop. Boop.
Boop.
Ooh, thank you very much. I can just drag and drop that in. That is something I do
Loading.
very much like about Roll20. So you can just drag a picture in.
Just drag him in, yeah.
Yeah.
It's going to be big, though.
It's going to be big. That's okay. This is a battle of big things.
Yes, giant captain, fight the Leviathan.
Fight for
Yeah!
Yeah.
God, he's beautiful.
Enlarge!
God, he's hot.
Dude.
Anyway,
God,
Giant hot
beautiful.
captain.
giant hot boy. Anyway. Yep. Leviathan's surprisingly dexterous, as it turns out. Actually, yeah, no, that is correct. With a
Wow.
plus. Mm-hmm.
I mean, it makes sense.
Right, and I need to add something to track a little extra thing. So
What's your dex modifier?
I'm gonna have.
Me?
What's Zeke's dex? No, Zeke's dex modifier.
+2.
It's really disappointing. I thought you could still add like background items onto the initiative tracker, but you can't do that. Okay. Let's use Garrick's. No, I can't use Garrick's little token. That's stupid.
What are you trying to do?
I'm trying to. You know what? I'll just need to remember that 20 is an initiative as well. That's fine.
As the ship blow.
Of the environment.
Oh yeah.
Including the ship there. Okay. So, appropriately bursting up and first to act, the Leviathan. I think I should establish early days. Probably not going to have a whole fight tonight because this is going to go on a bit. But at least we'll try and get through the first round tonight. And I'm going to get some.
I'm not seeing any fighting. Look at me right down there.
You mean it doesn't have 10 hit points? God damn it. I mean...
As picking up the Leviathan with a cacophonous, thunderous roar, lifts up themselves as they push back into the water, a much larger wave. Specifically, it travels for 250 foot long, 250 feet tall, and up to 50 foot wide, so fully encompassing the ship.
Yes.
A tidal wave crashes across the ship. I need everybody to make a strength saving throw.
That is not
How
good.
are you fucking shitting me?
Just don't understand.
Garrett does not.
That is 11.
There's another one.
18?
Wow.
The DC
Fucking good.
for a Leviathan is 24.
Holy God.
C'est impossible.
I got a 0.
I don't think I'm going to roll again. Thank you for telling me.
Wait, does Dagwin make it?
I'm going to waste my energy.
No, because Dagwin does not have proficiency in these saving throws. She was close, but she did not make it.
So I don't do it, but I could theoretically do it. I just have to roll a 19.
Do it. At least you have a chance. Me and Diana did not.
I don't have a chance either, guys.
I have a 0, so
Everybody.
even
No,
a natural
same.
20 is like, nah.
I got proficiency in strength, but
I
it's
just
my
fall
dump
with
stat,
style. I don't know
so...
what that is.
Everybody takes 46 points of bludgeoning damage as the water
Did you just kill me
smacks
outright?
you.
Did you just... It's okay, I have more than that. What?
I was going to say, I'm fairly sure I didn't kill anybody outright, right?
I am under half health.
I am bloodied.
Oh, you're bloodied? Oh, I only have 52 hit points!
I only had 58.
For context, this is a recharge ability, much like a dragon's breath. It does not get to do this every turn.
Ooh!
Thanks, Sam. I'm glad about that.
Hey! I
40, what, sorry? 46.
46 points.
26. Oh boy.
And you're
Oh
all
boy.
knocked prone.
7 hit points.
I am going to say, for the purposes of this, familiars, I'm going to say, you had time to sort of bamf away.
Thank you.
I will say you do not have your familiars immediately wiped out. You have your familiars.
Thanks.
On the, you see, first of all, things that immediately are obvious is because this is a siege monster. You see the sails are cracked.
Yeah.
Actually, no, 46. You see the sails are cracked at an angle, but are not fully destroyed. The sails have 100 hit points. It takes double damage because this is a siege monster. There are 8 hit points left on the sails.
Whoa.
Which means technically they can take some wind. The ship can move. The helm, to drive the ship, is wiped out. The hull takes 92 points of damage. And I'm going to keep track of that.
How bad is that looking?
Not like bloodied, but there are like shouts from below deck of like, hey, patch it up, patch it up. Especially from that Furbo dwarf, who realizing now there's the bosun, like person in charge of making sure everybody does their job, is
Poor
like,
bosun.
shit, patch it up.
It was a hell of a time.
As you are taking on water, but it's still repairable currently. The ballista were chained down when the first little wave came, and so they are still there. I'm not going to take them away because they're fun. I should say outright before you have any of your turns. I was discussing with this Ben. Technically, rules as written, ballista take an action to load, an action to aim, and an action to fire. I think that's bullshit because they do not do loads of damage for that. So, an action to load, yes, and it's still it's still part of an attack to fire them. But if you choose to skip the aiming bit, you would have disadvantage. But you're able to cancel that out by other things that might grant you advantage, such as a familiar giving you a help action or somebody giving you a help action, that kind of thing. You can apply things to the bolt before you fire it, including poisons or magic, that kind of thing. And we'll see if we run into any problems after that. For now, the sails are almost destroyed, but are not fully gone. You watch as this thing, as you sort of like all are starting to get to your feet. This thing is like back out of the water, rearing so high in the air as it's like assessing the deck as this snake-like head of this thing slowly moves over to this side of the ship and is looking down on everybody prone on the ground. And that is its turn.
Would you count the ballista as a very large crossbow?
If this is a crossbow mastery thing, I mean, technically, yeah.
I know where I'm going.
The loading property will still apply.
Damn it!
But we'll see. Okay, right. For now, Zeke, I believe, has the higher dex of Halibut, and
Halibut has +3. +3 the dex for Halibut.
Zeke
+2.
2. Okay. As long as we're happy with that, then I guess Halibut Tyree, you are first to act. You do not have the bolts yet, but you know you could shout to someone and they will get tossed to you. That's not like that's a free action to get the bolts at this point. There's also
I require ranged ammunition.
and you are still prone as you're shouting that. And you see a deckhand from underneath, like, reach up a sopping wet hand and say, "Fuck's sake, here you go!" And they had it on their person. They were waiting for something like that. So that's I'm going to say that's fine. You have your bolts for your hand crossbow.
You see Halibut as fast as lightning loads it with just a blur. He is immediately, though, gonna run over to Diana and pull out his healer's kit. What does it hurt?
Fucking everywhere!
Very well, I'll do the best I can.
Everywhere, I think, was before the...
Fucking everywhere!
Everywhere.
I'll do the best I can. It's not a lot. 8 points of healing.
Thank you! Can I... Oh, it's not my turn. I want to give it my life.
Obviously, I used half my movement to get up. My apologies.
Thanks.
Order hasn't changed. There we are. I'm going to say environment acts on... Actually, I'm going to roll initiative for the ship and environment right. When that would happen. Which is going to be just before Garrick. There we go.
Hold on, I just need a pen so I can write down the charges I've used on my healer's kit. As my bonus action, you see him grab a bolt and roll up his sleeve. And once he rolls up his sleeve, you can see there are scars all across his arms. And he jams the bolt into his arm and rips it out, and you see blood start to flow from his arm. But you see the similar red and black smoke form out of it with the glowing dots of golden light. Young Master Fairfoot, do not be alarmed. And he's going to gesture with his other hand towards you, and you see these golden flakes of light fly towards you and your bow.
Alarm by what?
They start to wrap around your bow, and they turn your bow to essentially solid gold. It doesn't act like gold, it's just a visual thing. And after a second, lightning just starts It doesn't hurt you when the lightning touches your hand. That should give your bows bow tips a bit more bang for their buck.
No, not in my campaign.
Bow tips. Bow tips.
Arrows a bit more bang for your buck.
That shit stays on Mondays. You hear me?
Fine.
Nope, bow tips.
He's at my house. He's at my room.
Bow tips.
Amazing.
I
Right.
do have to hit
It's like
myself.
this is a floating house.
You
know what I
do.
mean? Just bring them in. It's a floating
No.
house. Yeah.
No, it is not.
Yep.
Big house.
Yeah, not for long the way it's going.
I dare you.
Not floating
fucking
anymore.
not.
That is Halibut's turn.
Okay.
Damn.
Zeke Boondiggles.
Right. Forgive me if I misinterpreted, but you described this thing as being made of water, correct?
Made of water from the looks of it.
Okay. Then a half movement to get back up. Are these squares accurate?
They are.
Cool. And then 10 feet to get to there, and then I am just gonna man the ballista. Even though I can barely get to it, I imagine.
Yeah. Luckily, even though you have to reach up and like you're pulling it at an angle, you have to aim up, so that really does help.
So I am just gonna swing and aim at this thing's face.
Okay. I'm gonna be nice DM and say they would have probably left it with one loaded on there if you wish to fire.
No, it's fine. And
Cool.
I am trying. I want to get this thing in the goddamn face.
Cool. So you are up. Wait. So you're loading it. Ready to? I'm confused now.
Oh, so sorry. So I want to fire it, but I want to aim it and be careful with it. So
Okay, so you're taking a turn for somebody else to aim it for you. Cool.
yeah,
Okay.
because I'm so
There
short.
we
I'm
are.
just like.
There we are. I will say, Scar act on your turn.
Scar, if you want him to act on your turn, yeah, sure. Then he is just going to do his usual, and he is just going to try and fly around its eyes just to be an irritant.
He looks at you as you command him to do that.
I'm just looking at him like,
You see fear in Scar's eyes for the first time as they fly up towards this thing, just try and pester it. You saw the size of fishes against this thing. It's a very similar story with this crow up against its head. But yes, they are granting advantage to someone trying to attack it.
Yeah.
Okay. Dewey, then, I believe. It's your turn.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to steady aim because I gotta get up. I will.
Steady aim on your like.
Just stay on my back. Just stay
Stay on your
that.
back. Shoot the bow on your back.
Don't think I can do that. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. I whistle and hear sound of birds that I probably never may not. I don't know how far inland they would come, but I probably never heard seagulls before. But I hear them, and they sound freakier than the weird tentacle creatures to me.
Horrible.
Should I do that? This is a good point. No, I will. I'll take it. I'll take a shot at it, and as I do, I will pop favored foe on it as well, so I can get the extra d6. but I'm not going to be able to get advantage. So I am going to just...
I mean, you
There
have
you
an
go.
ally within 5 feet of it.
You do. It's very
Do
true.
I?
You have advantage on the shot because Scar is giving you advantage, which will answer that question regardless of whether or not familiar counts as
True.
Thank
That's true.
you, Scar. That means I get a natural 20.
You have
Yay.
you got a D6 from Hemocraft as well, from Blood Magic.
Yay.
Is that for damage?
Yes.
For damage, right? Yep.
So
So
you can
that
double
is
it as well with your natural 20.
it's just to make sure we're not utterly doomed. So that is 28. Just to make sure that beats its armor class.
28 does in fact beat. I mean, natural 20 hits regardless, but yes, 28 hits.
Good. Holy fuck. Double dice or
I like rolling lots of dice. I prefer that. If you're happy with that, just
I fucking love doing this. Okay.
All the
Buddy
dice.
gives me that many for sneak attack. 2 8s for the bow itself.
It's
2
probably
6s.
the most dice
2 6s
I've
for
ever seen a normal character.
favoured foe. And Hemocraft gives me another D6, did you say?
Yeah, 2 D6s, because you
Two
rolled natural 20. Specifically lightning damage.
Okay. My dice tray's too small for this.
Oh,
Okay,
didn't
well,
hear that.
that's nice. That's really nice round numbers. Phil does maths, the game. Pretty nice round numbers. That is 44 damage.
that is a big old hit. 44 points
But
of
some of it's
mixtured
lightning.
piercing and lightning. Yes.
Yeah.
It all seems to work as this crackling lightning lands, pierces something. It definitely pays attention to the blow. As the lightning crackles along it, as just you see lightning light up its face from the inside in the setting sun. And this giant serpent-like watery head turns slowly towards where the arrow came from.
Dewey is like, wow! And 22.
22 will also hit.
You can also add
damage.
You can also add a D6.
Oh, I can add it to
from-
that. 10 damage.
10 more points of damage.
You did more damage than it did to us. Not all of us, but in numbers.
As the last, with 10 points, as it uses a... I'll give any bonus action, sorry, or anything else. Use your bonus action for something. Too late to hunt us back now.
Hide?
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna need to. I don't think there's anything else I can
Hold on, cover. Yeah.
Yeah, it is literally dash, disengage, or hide, and I just don't
Hide.
know if I.
Try.
What's this, Sam? What's this bit here?
Is nets that are below the ship designed to catch people falling off.
5, 10, 15.
You're not Delan. You're not Delan.
You
Yeah, I'm not
have
allowed.
only half your movement because you got up from prone.
I don't know whether
You
I don't
could
know
dash
whether
and jump
this
from
would
the other side.
work. If I went there and then just kind of braced myself against the back of the ship to be down, would that give
I'll give you cover.
cover? Yeah.
Why don't you just duck down?
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, yeah, sort of go up again. Basically, just go up against that. See if that gives me any cover, or it just gets splinters when it bites a chunk out of the boat and takes me with it. Yeah, and that is what I will do. Looking quite scared.
At the end of your turn, it's going to use a legendary action, hissing my direction. You watch as it moves over here. As it snakes around the side, it has chunky swim speed, no problems there. As it swims around, it's now looking down towards you.
Yeah, I duck down and I'm like, close my eyes because I'm scared, and then when I open them, it's like ahead of me. Oh, fuck.
Yeah, don't close your eyes. Always keep an eye on it.
At the end of your turn, the only wind blowing into the ship is able to put some distance between you and it, but not a great deal. As it is there, and you watch as it hisses out, and these it's like spittle coming out of its mouth. Each of those is the size of a full-grown man, and as it lands on the ship, you watch as it begins to very slowly morph and continue to move. The water it is spitting up is moving, and I'm gonna roll.
Oh, no way!
As you see on the ship appearing 3 of these. The best way to describe it is pools of water that are acting like a swarm of little watery bits that are on the ship. They're there now as well. It's Garrett's turn. He gets up. Fuck.
Oh shit!
Oh shit.
It's a fucking blob of water right in my face. Oh.
He's like,
dear.
Sees Dagwen picking up a fucking massive hammer and sees you on the floor having just been healed. It's like, shit. Is going to
do your thing.
See that this thing is beginning to pound into the water elementals are looking like they're about to start pounding onto the hull. And it's like, shit. Is going to say
do the thing. Just hit the thing. Just
yeah. They're looking for someone. They're looking for someone to give the free help action, or the bonus action help action to, so that they can get that extra damage on the thing. And the closest person to hitting another one is Dagwen right in front of them. So they say, Dagwen, fucking hit it! As they pull out a dagger and just start cutting up into the water element of we can do. They don't have a magical weapon. That's gonna do it though. They're gonna hit this thing. Get what's the next one? To do 16 points. It looks like the slashing doesn't do as much. They are doing what they fucking can. They did a significant. You can see a significant chunk of this is cut away, and where they've cut into the water, it splashes onto the deck and soaks in. It doesn't look like it's reincorporating. It looks like you could get right into this thing's space if you wanted to as well, just so you're aware. Tax is your. They're not going to disengage. Things stay there, right? Tax is your go.
Okay. Half over to get up. It's gonna stumble over to here, pocket, and I'm gonna hit it with my dagger. It's magical.
Okay. Make an attack roll against it.
Magic.
That's a soft 20.
Soft 20 definitely hits. It's not hard to hit these things.
So that's 9 points of piercing damage.
Yep.
Second attack. Nah, that's a 10. Doesn't hit.
10 does not hit, but you think you were close.
Oh, cool. And then bonus action, flurry of blows, because my fists are also magical.
Fists are magical. Go for it.
Nope. I rolled a 2. It's not gonna happen. And
Wow, you are
I
special
have a
tonight.
I have a +6, so it's not gonna
Okay, it's not gonna hit.
Tired.
hit.
Oh
And
yeah, shit. Are you doing everything with disadvantage?
no, thankfully.
No, just ability checks.
Oh.
Yeah. And the next one's a 22,
22 definitely hits.
and that's for 4 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay. 4 points are bludgeoning. You watch this thing look significantly diminished. In terms of like swarm mechanics, it's not going to get as much damage from its attacks. But it's still there. There's still like bits of this water that are. But you can see like individual parts of these little small elementals. They're like knee height.
Cool. And yeah, that's all I can do.
Cool. Dagwen is going to take the lead, or take the advice. She is going to fucking smash this thing with a fucking hammer. And she has advantage because of the help. Good that she had that. She is going to smash into this thing. It's a D10 plus strength. That's a 10. You see, wham, hits with a hammer and then goes for.
Should move a bit.
She can't get to. Yeah, she's going to get around the other side of it, and she is going to natural 20, and she is going to smack it again.
Dagwen. Boy.
It's non-magical, but that doesn't matter. That's enough.
It is dead. Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah, just wham, and you see as the little bits of the water like begins to reform. She just wham, as she splatters this water. This one is out.
Like Halbert was like holding up his hand, ready to say something, and then he's like, "Why are you?"
You see like a stern look on her face. It's not like a raging barbarian. It's like a stern look of like, where's the next? What's next? Next threat. As that is Dagwen's. Actually, that's a bonus action. Any bonus actions for Dagwen? No. In fact, with half a movement, she wouldn't have gone there. She would have gone to be next to Halibut as close as possible. She'll go there, if that makes sense. Yeah, well, she'll go there, so she's not blocking Diana's movement at all. As it is Diana's turn.
Cool. Then I will stand up. I need to. And then I will cast at 4th level Mind Spike.
Okay.
You reach into the mind of a creature you can see within range, and the target must make a saving throw. Wisdom saving throw.
A wisdom saving throw. We've got a pretty good wisdom saving throw bonus, but natural one's going to mean that doesn't fucking matter. Go for it.
Yes. Right, it takes damage, which I'm going to roll now. For fuck's sakes. That's alright.
19.
19. It takes 19 psychic, I believe.
Okay.
No.
Yep. Seems to work.
Yeah, psychic
19
damage. And I now know where it is at all times.
You connect with this thing into its mind, and you feel reverberations. You hit the head of this thing, and you realize its body is wrapping around the ship. Just in time for its last legendary. It's going to use its final 2 legendary actions to make an attack.
I could see if I have anything else. I'm a bard. Also, I have some kind of bonus actions.
Very true. I do apologize. I got excited.
I know you're excited.
Got a big toy.
I will give. Yikes. Oh, fucking needs it. I'll give Taxes the bardic inspiration, and I would like to shout to the captain what is happening. I know it doesn't matter all that much now, but yeah, I want to tell people what's happening.
It's everywhere. There's no space on the ship. Like, being near its head means it can bite you, but being near, like, other parts of the ship, as you watch, like, this big, long column of water, you realize does end in what almost looks like a sea serpent-like tail as it comes down on the ship. It's not... Its head is so close to doing it, I don't think the tail makes sense.
Would be around
I think
here,
it's going to
isn't it?
fucking get... Yeah, it's going to get that or Garrick, I think it's going to go for, because Garrick is right there. So it's going to go for Garrick. This lucky fucker. Two natural ones in a row for this thing. As Garrick, as you say, it's everywhere, and as they sort of take on what you mean, they see the tail, tuck and roll as wham. Rather than a wham, it goes for a sweep, which is sort of like Matrix water, like going over his head just in time. Natural one. I think on a 2. I don't know if it hits Garrick's on a 2.
Can I move?
Not quite. It would not have hit him on the 2, but on the natural one, whoosh, as the tail passes overhead, he just sort of blinks a moment and then just, thanks, babe. And then, that is their legendary actions. However, we are at the top of a round, and it is their turn. But that is where we are going to call it for today's session. As I will do one last thing in front of the board, I will roll to see if it gets its tidal wave back.
Oh, Christ.
On
Here
a
we go.
6, only on a 6. Still other things it can do. And I'm going to be right back. I am bursting up your right back.
Okay. Oh.
So much water in this
Got
episode.
a 4. Got a 4. I got a 4. Yeah, that would be incredibly bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you muted, I think, Phil? I don't know, you're talking.
I thought if it had like a once per however long thing, it took a while to recharge. I thought it was
Every
No, so you have to
every
roll it.
turn it recharges with a roll, yeah.
Same with dragons.
1 in 6 chance.
Oh no, of just killing us. Oh god, that is this is yeah.
Will yet another one of my campaigns end on a boat?
In a TPK on a boat. Wow.
Find out next time on I Roll It.
Oh my word, that is
Who is looking really bad health-wise right now, other than Diana? Because I have to heal
everyone.
you twice.
Thank you for the healing. I now have 15 health points.
Hopefully it's like one hit from one of these blob things, but
You
nothing
have
else.
more HP than I do now.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't, but I did now.
How are you feeling?
Very, very good.
Really good.
I'm glad you're enjoying yourselves, because it's a big monster.
Yeah.
No fun if people
my
don't
word.
enjoy the big monster.
I'm concentrating. I think I'll use that one. Oh no, Milo is in the way. Go there. Okay. I can't see that. I'm going to use red. Okay. Yeah. Good. I'm writing down my notes for this combat. Unless we want to do a little bit more. I want to know what it does.
You know what it does? We could do its turn if people.
Yeah, go on. I want
That's
to know.
what's happening next.
But then we know if we need to like make characters by next week or plan
No,
the round.
I've already got a backup character. His name's Halite.
I don't have any backups. I'll be Milo. I don't know.
Aw.
He will also die. Ah, this is the worst thing.
I'm sorry, Mrs. Diana's mum. Your daughter's dead, but she said to give you this monkey.
Monkey. Starts tapping on her face.
My daughter.
It knows what it would do if you
Yeah.
if you want to see it. is
Go
the
on.
first thing it would do is it would use its movement to fully catch up with the ship. And I'll remind you, the ship is helmless. It cannot turn left or right. It's just drifting in a line at the moment.
Fuck.
Actually, on his turn, he might be able to use the winds to like very slightly get an angle. Get up to there. Actually, no, he wouldn't. He would get this side because he wants to be right on top of the little fucker that shot at him.
Oh,
I would say.
also,
Yeah.
Did the captain have a turn?
Captain didn't have a turn.
Captain is acting with the ship. He is keeping it going with the
Got it.
winds at the moment, if that makes sense. I'll see if I feel like I should roll him into initiative next time. But currently, he's just trying to keep this ship afloat, but can still go down. Is their whole thing.
Yeah.
But he's going to bite Dewey, and then the thing that casts magic on it, he's going to get another swipe of the tail, if that makes sense.
Oh.
The two things that have damaged it, it is going to
Do it, because I want to know if I'm going to
Okay.
die.
As I keep going for Dewey, Halibut is again going to jam the arrowhead into his wrist and arm and rip it out again.
We need to talk
And-
about that. That's not healthy.
The golden light flies towards the Leviathan and blinds it for a moment as I use Blood Curse of the Eyeless, amplified.
Yeah, no immunities to blinding.
I'm about to die.
Not got true sight, so yeah. It's just going to work for both attacks? It's going to have disadvantage?
Yep, because I amplified it.
Yeah, so it's trying to see with its tail, it's trying to go down with its head. Okay, so disadvantage to try and hit Dewey. Very good, because the first one was a 19 on the dice.
Oh, I think that's my wrong one.
So
That's
instead
wrong.
it's
I did. See.
a 21 to hit you, Dewey.
Oh, how much am I getting any cover from the boat?
You have partial cover, but it moved around. I'd say you maybe have 2 to your AC, but not a full 5.
Then it hits.
Okay.
Oh, sorry, it doesn't get disadvantage. I have to roll my Hemocraft die to minus the roll. My apologies.
Okay. So then it would be the 19, so it would definitely hit.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, then it definitely, yeah. That's... oh, damn it.
Sorry.
That's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
Why has it done that? They're the same? They are the same. Okay. You take 13 points of bludgeoning damage, plus an additional 5 points of acid.
Oh, that's not water.
Isn't that diluted? Shut up.
It rolled pretty bad on its dice, perhaps. And then towards Diana, so it's a straight roll, and you're going to take the Hemocraft off of it. That's pretty shitty. It's an 18 to hit.
Yes.
Hemocraft, go. -3.
-3, so 15 to hit.
Oh no.
Okay. You watch this tail is coming towards you.
But I also know where it is at all times.
You also know where it is at all times, which lets you know this tail is coming towards you. There's not enough, it's coming towards you. You start going out of the way, but you know it's going to be able to see you. And then you see that it stops being able to track your movement. And as you watch, you look as Halibut is holding out a hand and blinding this thing, which gives you time to get out of the way as the tail comes slamming into the deck behind you. You know you only did not get hit then because Halibut just blinded this thing. You know perfectly where this thing is, the whole body is. You know that. You know. You may not have to admit it, but you do know that.
And you now see Halibut is sweating because he now is bloodied because he keeps hurting himself.
You can see that from all the blood.
Shit.
But that is where we will end it for this turn. For this session.
Oh boy.
I didn't die. Cool.
You did not die.
Whew.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
That's exciting. Thanks, I hate it. I love it.
Yeah, as soon as it ends a turn, the blinding light goes away.
I'm not going to roll it, but on average, you will have taken 19 bludgeoning and 10 acid from the tail. So it would have been 29 hit.
That's
Yeah.
cool. That's cool.
And what is it to kill someone outright? Sorry, it's
double the hit point total. You have to go under by more than a hit point.
Okay. I should hopefully be able to
help me. No.
Yeah.
No. Cool.
We'll see what we can do.
That's fine.
5 PCs. There are 2 and a ship to focus on as well. It's fun. I'm happy.
This is terrifying. Hope you've all been enjoying us being scared, viewers.
I have.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
Thank you, Sam. I hate it. Thank you for
That was great.
lovely session.
Yeah, thank you so much. That was great.
No, it's exciting.
I'm glad you love it, /hate it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's great.
Love it.
For those interested in like the mechanic-y bits, the gate spell was cast by a scroll, which summoned this thing from the elemental chaos, which is why Scar could recognize us.
The gate spell?
Mm-hmm.
Through a scroll.
Mm-hmm.
I was
Amazing.
I was pretty much just like, there's something in the water. Oh, terrifying. So, thanks for watching Fumble, folks, everybody. Rapid Riders.
Next episode might be the last.
Currently drifting along the ocean with no steering.
Nope.
Look,
So
my
Hull's
hand.
intact, mostly.
Yeah.
Hull is on 208 hit points
There's no way
Wish I
to.
was.
and takes double damage for anything this thing does.
There's no way to fix the steering, is there, right now?
Not during combat, no.
Priorities, all right.
Unless you have
Here's a
unless somebody can
priority.
do magic about it.
I have a dragon's chest set.
Hmm.
I feel that would work.
I feel you feel that would work.
I feel that would work, yeah.
Instead of destroying
Plug all
us,
the
why
holes
don't
with the
you-
little chest pieces.
Just throw a piece at the little Leviathan. Checkmate!
Nope.
And he goes, oh, fuck.
That's
Alright.
that, I guess.
Just puts a little hat on it.
So, if you guys have been enjoying our Terra and what we've been up to today, we usually stream on Mondays and Wednesdays. Mondays is our level 15 adventure chasing shadows. Rapid Riders on Wednesdays. Yeah, we have also written a selection of D&D one-shots. If you guys don't know, any of you got them nearby to hand, look at them, go get them. Go get him. Go get him. Go get him, champ. Go get him.
Yay!
Yeah. We've got a series of one-shots that you can get from our any of our stores. We've got a store up on Etsy, which has a selection of those, as well as some t-shirts designed by Bree. And a lot of those patterns that Bree has designed are on Redbubble, so you can then get those designs on pretty much anything, because it's Redbubble.
Seb, stand up. Show him the t-shirt.
Oh, yes, there we go.
So there is the
There it
Little
is.
Riders branded t-shirt. Yeah. Lush. We don't just do one-shots and fuck about on Twitch streams. We also We also do events. So we this Saturday in Cardiff, if you're local to the Cardiff area, we're going to be doing a Learn to Play D&D event. We've done a fair few of them now. We're hoping that we get some exciting times when we do our Learn to Play D&D one-shots, because the film has come out recently, so we're already starting to see a little bit more interest in what that's all about, which is nice. So there's a link in there for information on our Learn to D&D side of things. Ben, another of our fantastic DMs, is going to run a Learn to DM, like a workshop before that as well. We do quite a cool double header where we'll have a Learn to DM D&D session beforehand, and then all the people that come to learn to be a DM get the chance to then run their first game with us, like hanging around with them so that we can help out if needs be, which is cool. The level 1 shot is usually what we end up doing. I've heard particularly that Seb is looking forward to playing that on Saturday.
How many times have you played it?
I feel like 6 or 7 at this point. I can't remember.
Wow.
And it's just as good every time, right?
Every time.
Yeah, I mean, still one of the wildest story outcomes to a one-shot of that we've had at those events, considering how many versions of the game has happened. Having them fuck everything up and then have like their NPC cleric halfling healer that's with them being like, oh, we can't, like, well, we need to, well, let's run away then. And they flee and realise, oh, we can't have any witnesses. So the little halfling with their little legs is behind them as they roll the boulder and seal up the entrance, because...
I'll have you know, that's the game I ran, not played.
I know.
Oh. The most chaotic one.
Yeah.
Was quite
Standard.
something.
But yeah. Is there anything else?
We have Discord.
That's everything.
Oh, if you are Kickstarter backers, then take a look at the updates and stuff, because there's some playtest content on there. And yeah, if you playtest it or take a look at it and fill in the form, then you'll get your name in the book as a playtester. Yes. And also, I got these today. So, these are going to be coming your way.
Amazing.
Yeah, and the little weird baby heads as well. Ha! Yes, amazing. They're from Rinky Dink Candles, if you haven't checked them out before. But yes, amazing. So I can send them out this week. Yes.
Witch's Brew, seeing as they do that's one of the scents that they do, and it made a lot of sense.
Made a lot of
if you're not sure, if you're viewers who don't know what we're talking about, we launched a Kickstarter in November for the Ritual Spellbook and Witch class for 5th edition, and we funded it in 14 hours? Was it 14 hours? Which is kind of still mind-blowing, and we are in the final stages of putting it together, which is super exciting. We've been just staring at words for ages, but it's now starting to be put together, and oh my god, it's exciting, terrifying.
Actual word.
It is.
Okay.
Those are the kind of new words you can find in the Ritual Spellbook.
There will not be them there. Okay.
No.
So, unless you sneak them in there, which I wouldn't be surprised. But yeah, thank you everyone for watching. Thank you, Sam, for being awful and being amazing. Yes! Love it. Love this kind of shit. Throw it at us. Also, I'm gonna die, so that's fine. Yeah. The people we're going to raid tonight are they're called the Tales of Initiative. They are playing this is the second episode of their Morkborg game,
Ooh, cool.
which is exciting. Love a bit of Morkborg. They've got like makeup on and they're dressed up a little bit as well, so I know that would be good. But yeah. But yes. I'm gonna stop that. But yeah, thank you everybody very, very much. The next stream is gonna be on Monday, and then again next Wednesday. But yes, we'll see you guys very soon. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Faith to the test, the self-obsessed, self-confessed, self-professed, divinity, nobility. Your God is a fraud, so stop. We're done with the violence and the fury and the cruelty. I said we're done. We will win the war, we'll win the fight, the end's in sight. All you see in us is barbarian, but all we want is to be equalitarian. We will rock, we will never stop, standing on the top of the hilltop, and we will mock viciously, capriciously. We're tired of assault and the bigotry. You seem so full of wit and chivalry, but when we knock at your door, you'll break. We're done. We have fire in our veins, and we will break these chains. We're done. We won't be ripped apart. You will be burned and battle scarred. We're tired of assault and bigotry. We'll stand and mock you viciously. Through music we captivate, through songs and words we propagate. We'll mock and smear and slander, infiltration, propaganda. After years is finally resolution. It's time to start the revolution. We're done.